Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will have the football first. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years. All one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback.
Yeah, it was a 28-point beatdown. So they got the monkey off the back. Dan Lanning gets his first win versus Washington. This is always a great rivalry game, and Oregon got the momentum back in this series a year ago, Palmer.
Yeah, they did. They had great balance on offense, too. Remember Dylan Gabriel throwing it and Jordan James on the ground running it. So they're going to look to do a little bit more of that in this one today.
Williams looking for a man. Got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle. It's Evans. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Oregon Ducks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Moore to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
This crowd, full throat, spinning the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great moment.
The Ducks line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Gets the back moving. Williams will pass. Got his man to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to beat.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Punt is in the air. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Makai Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks the last couple of years, obviously with experience. Now, an inexperienced guy at the quarterback spot. You might need to lean more on the running game. Oregon's got the guys up front. They got the guys in the backfield. They can do it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Shoots it to the left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and...
Going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Williams looking for a man. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Evans. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the run, it's Hughes. Gets it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
On the snap, it's Hughes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Number 92 sets a kickoff.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Complete out of the backfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Washington sends out the punt team. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Moore to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. On the move, it's Hughes. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Quickly complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. There's the pressure. Find some fresh air. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move, stopped for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go, set.
Williams will pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
The short hands, it's Evans. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to get behind the defense. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Williams looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Washington sends... Punt team. Takes it on the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. With the catch, it's low. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The give. Turning it on. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Lets it fly. Holds it in on the left. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Oregon. And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Trying to set up the screen. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Ducks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Williams looking for a man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, and make the game easy. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams will pass. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Pocket breaking down. Good timing on the quick out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
They don't get nearly enough on third down, fourth down coming from the 48. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Going right to work up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense did. Chance, defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power ahead. And they can't punch it in with the first down. the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whittington. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Williams looking for a man. Finds his man. It's Washington. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Washington sends out the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Hands it off. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Casper. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Bounced off his feet. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running behind that left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Not a lot of room on the return, but he don't... Most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They'll move the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Or did he find a hole in that secondary?
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Harris. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. direct snap. It's Stewart. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up fourth and long.
So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They took it right down to the wire, final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes,